Alright, we are now recording. Hopefully the audio doesn't screw up this time. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So, alright, there we go. Looks like we're the first ones actually connected in. Right, free-for-all is over here. Got Zone Master around the field. A lot of people inspecting their own weapons, which is nice. Uh-oh, is this the team from last time? Uh-oh. Can tell by their robot medic. Crusader, nice knife. Zalway, awesome grenade. Right, this guy. So as we can see here, just a little warm up before the scrim. Sorry for the filler information, but yeah, you know what's up. Youch. We'll just take a minute. Alright. It's not working. Alright. So majestic. So manly. This is peak performance. Heavy. What the hell? Wait a minute. Noodles doesn't have one of those. Does she? Eh. We won't look through the backpack at this point. Not worthwhile. So, yeah, these are the same guys from last time, of which it was a roll. However, of course, we can't, or I can't, communicate with them, so they already know what's up. But for all we know, they're reviewed, they're renewed, whatnot. So just as a reminder, as last time, the difference between the teams was primarily of, or at least as far as I could see, with their engineers. The engineer from red side, this side, set up his stuff inside the tunnel, just on the inside and to the right here in this little alcove, bunching up everybody, especially as they got pushed back. With no fire support up here from the sentry, blue team could just pour out either door and not worry about a sentry. It's just that much less firepower on the field. Just simple as that. Blue team, they focused on having their sentry either behind or around this tree or just around this bend right here and kept a more aggressive position, and then towards the end, when there's about a minute left, pushed it all the way up here, of which it got destroyed immediately, but that's not anything new. The spies were, of course, very important here because Tails the analyst, I'm not sure if he was the spy last round. I think it might have been someone else. It might have been Butter. He might have switched mid-game. Wouldn't surprise me. But the spies were part of the deciding factor. Red Team's spy was not doing too hot. Missing stabs, ignoring buildings, being able to be sapped, or at least from what I could tell pretty easily, and the other spy just doing pretty well, getting the 1 or 2 stabs needed to change the tide from, hey, it's a deadlock, to, hey, we're moving forward. Otherwise, this is definitely a lobby filled with skilled people, and doesn't matter. Little do Red Team know, I am recording now, so this is a little excess. I'll probably leave like a little link just to skip ahead to the action. Everyone looks good. There's no one. Ooh, that's a nice rocket launcher. Get me one of them. Ooh, is it strange? It's not strange. Yeah, if you can get one of those strange, it's insane. Anyway. Red team on offense, they would push through this little area up here. They would have all of their team clumped in this area here, with the only outlier being the spy coming out of here, not really worrying about the cart, which is the whole objective, and somehow getting around here, but then not focusing on the engineer, and even when he did, he would be waltzing right out this way, so it didn't matter if he, well, stouted it. So it really didn't matter. So personally, I think this is going to be a roll. Personally, and you never know. Maybe they reviewed the footage. Maybe someone from their team was recording and they're just like, alright, this is what didn't work, we're going to try again. Granted, this looks to be a silver versus a steel team, so obviously my bet is on Ubercharged, Bible, Southern Zone, and others to win. That's my bet. However, last time, Red Team could not cap first point, which was, well, even if they did, they didn't get past that. So I honestly don't think they even capped first. And just Blue Team got all the way to the bomb deployment area. Granted, with definite wow. Dated. But properly dated, so it's okay. This map is like super well done. I like it. Anyways, so of course the key points are section A right around here, which will have a camera angle like so. It could be off to the left, could be off to the right, don't matter, but it's going to be around here. This is going to be camera angle A. This is what I like to call sector A. And of course, your first bend is pretty damn important. Our next camera angle is going to be, last time we did kind of like this, so we can get an accurate idea. Plus we'll be able to see who's through the walls like that, so that's no big deal. Oh, we're started. So blue team's going to be over yonder. So let's check out. Red team is our enemy, so this is where it rolls. Teleporter and sentry right out of spawn, built by relatively good snipes. Last time he built in this a clove area. Let's see if he does this again, and yes he is, so it's fun. Nice isotope, but that's not going to help. Oh, right. If you didn't notice that, their engineer is teleporting back and forth using the Eureka effect, a good strategy for getting the teleporter up and running. However, not the best strategy for moving gear up necessarily. So, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Blue team fiercely looking out the windows, trying to get a desperate first look to see what they're going up against, and they're only now... Yeah. We're going to take this first angle. So last time, Ubercharged Noodles took on the definitive amount of pushing the cart, Southern Redneck providing a nice suppressing fire. They're heavy, providing very little suppressing fire and taking a more passive role, while the spy, Crusader Godfrey, pushes up the cart. Poor analyst, not the spy main we know and love. And the first Uber is popped by a red team. And this is where blue has the chance to counter Uber and, you know, perhaps charge up. But I'm not sure if they're going to take it because they don't have any power. They've got one power class. They got a demo man in the vicinity. Let's see if they can pull it off here. And he has Ubered the scout with Southern Redneck on the cart, supporting it, moving the objective forward. Let's focus in on what's going on over here real quick. A little clumped up over here, but as we can see, the majority of the death is already... They're already around the corner. There's no way that they can get pushed back at this point. First point is definitely capped. Alright, as we move in... Now this teleporter is going to be a little difficult to get, as last time it was up by where the dispenser was, which was an interesting choice in location, but enough splash damage or just a forceful heavy through will definitely make it. Tails the Fox trying to go for some interesting maneuvers, but I don't think he knows how to pull this off. We'll see what Tails does in a moment. Excellent teleporter placement by Wizard Engineer here. And dispenser placement. However, it's a little back, but then again, he's focused on more so getting it built rather than having it in the proper position quite yet. With new setups of a level 3 sentry up on top, this will be a dangerous position for this level 3, as simply it's not defended enough. They have blasted through the level 3. Alright, they're trying to make their stand inside this center area, which is good, but unless that, if that cart hits, the spawn point changes where they can actually exit. With a cap by the engineer and a mini sentry up, that will compromise any chances of this pyro getting in. Moving on to the fourth section here. Major fighting is going to be happening. The level 1 in the vicinity. Now, of course, the communication between Blue Team is pretty well done. Everyone is spreading out, trying to take as much angles as they can, so it's all good stuff. Ooh, run back, run back, run back. Ooh. Where did that sniper go? Alright, so the spy has been detected, by the way. Ooh. The teleporter entrance by good snipes is not an optimal place to actually be used. If that were an exit, it would have been different. Decent trick stab by Tails the Analyst on Uber. As we see here, the competitive team is fighting for their lives. They do not want to lose this point. However, the opposing blue side is doing so well as they are providing overlapping fire support, allowing their teammates to charge forward deep in the enemy lines with only one loss in the entire assault there, and the payload is still moving with only one person on the cart. Sadly, the defending team is just simply not going to be able to pull this off, or at least I don't think so. We've got a level 1 in this area, but I don't think it's going to be enough. As the core is moving in, slowly but surely. Level 1 sentry is down. Now, what's interesting is that the 4 players off to what would be their left side, so left side for blue team, that was an interesting play. They sent in 4 guys on the left side. Only 2 of them remain. It's the spy and the scout. Bible coming in for some support with a demo man. Very interesting. Very well done. And with the engineer and soldier capping, that is game. No! Because they wanted to go for glory kills, didn't they? Oh no. That's a note to have had. Alright, so now analyzing what's going on here. What's different? Teleporter no sentry. Teleporter no sentry. Right out the gate. Of course, you got people who are rocket jumping, doing all sorts of fun stuff, getting warmed up. But we're focused primarily on that engineer and the placement of all of these guys. A lot more aggressive stature right at the gate. Everyone's trying to hold this hamburger hill here. And they're all fucking around, probably. God damn it. What are they trying to do? Lose on purpose? Just piles of bodies here. What the fuck? They know I'm watching. The hell? Alright, so they have only a level 1 sentry, level 2 dispenser. Alright, so last time, ooh, whoa, that is a sticky jump. But the scout cleans it up very nicely. Nice job, J_Peg. This time, instead of getting clumped up on the left side, we're looking at the red team's point of view. Last time they clumped up all on the left side, left side, forcing all their guys to try and push out from left, going right, which was not a good strategy. So this time they've actually spread out, with TF2, the analyst, actually going the mile, going to the teleporter entrance prior to take it out. But I am not so sure that that's going to be the best play, as the defenses are already set up to the point where they simply can't assault it willy-nilly. TF2 analyst has to take down that teleporter and successfully defend it. But of course that doesn't matter. The teleporter is going to go down. It's just a question of... As we can see up here in the corner, you've got TF2 analysts throwing sappers at it, and of course Ubercharged Noodles with the home wrecker being Ubercharged Noodles. Teleporter is down, so sadness strikes. And as the teleporter is down, that resolves with the engineer with two options. Number one is to just build a exit and stay there until he dies, which risks the chance of him losing everything. Also at the same time, if he dies but doesn't lose everything, then suddenly now he's back at spawn to set up that entrance, which is amazing. And now we see their pre-strategy from last game show all over. They're all going left side and coming right, requiring more time for them to reach the front lines. Oh, Noodles, you should have been on that. Should have been on that. Oh. Ooh, the absolute madness by the engineer. That was amazing. That is some very aggressive sentry placement with some suppressing fire on the left side. Fire support is well received by the team, as it keeps them back in spawn for a moment. With the cart rolling back and the first point not even halfway reached, I don't think blue team's going to be able to pull this off. They need to really push hard. A little bit of a lag spike there, but it doesn't matter. They're good. They're good. And even though this is a recording, this is still technically on a 15-second delay, so by the time we hit 15 seconds, the mission's already over. It's just who won is the question. I don't think blue team can turn out a victory in less than 15 seconds, not at this rate. Their medic is getting haphazardly tossed around, their guys are spread out, it's just not a good situation. Also, Zone Master is doing a good job as sniper. Let's take a look at the scoreboard while we're waiting. Wow. Wow. Holy crap, that's amazing. Ubercharged Noodle's not doing so hot as last time, but keep in mind, wow. She's still beating all but one. And as we see here, guys are going down left and right, and that is game effectively. Well done. Well done. So, that was the first round. These are the scores, and that was interesting. Alright, so we're going to cut it here. We're going to cut the film and leave it at that. Alright.